How do I get started? Well, it's a good question. And I think, especially with health and fitness, so many people get caught up in the nuances, the specifics, I need to have this, I need to know this, I need to, all these things. No, you just fucking start. Intensity and consistency will trump most things. Look, we can get things faster if we dial it in. Yes, we can get specifics and we can give you everything you need. And yeah, you will get there faster. You will get the results quicker if you can dial everything in specifically. But also, most of the time people piss away all this time waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for things to align, waiting to get this, to do that, to have the money, to have the time, to have the freedom, to the whatever the fucking reason is. Whereas if you just started, you just got in, you gave effort, most of the results would fucking happen. You'd be so far ahead of the person waiting for the perfect plan that they'd be asking you what you did. Imperfect action trumps perfect inaction every single time. And most people will overcomplicate things. They will overthink it. They will put it on a pedestal and, try and get everything absolutely perfect. Look, my thing is no days off, that we don't fucking miss, that there is no exceptions to the rule. You're in and you fucking do it. End of story, especially for the first 126 days. There are no days off. There are no exceptions. There is no break to the diet. There is no missed workouts. There is none of it. There is just the work. And the reason for that is that A, you're building credibility with yourself. B, you are showing that you are a man of your word. See, it's going to deliver great fucking results. Most people are fucking themselves up because they go Monday to Friday. At best, they go Monday to Friday. And then they take, 2 days off and they eat whatever the fuck they want. And they go drinking, they rest. And then come Monday, they're like, oh my God, this is a fucking monumental effort. And they do a terrible job of it. And they've lost all their momentum. You do 126 days in a row with no days off, with no exceptions, no misses, no nothing. The amount of momentum you have just established for yourself is astronomical. It is life-changing levels of it. And then on top of that, if you complete those things for 126 days in a row, I guarantee you that you will have taken those poor habits and replaced them with those positive habits. 100% guaranteed. Unquestionable. You will have built ironclad positive habits in your life. And then you continue forward. You keep doing that. But you've now shown yourself who you are. You've now shown yourself that you are an unstoppable man. That there is nothing that you cannot do. That's why you start. That's how you get started. But you start with that. And I've spoken about it many times. That here are the 5 key principles. And if you want the exact how, well, you need to get into my program. You need to join Demanding Greatness, and I will personally map it out for you. I will give you everything you fucking need, and I will walk you through it and make sure that you're going to do it. I will hold you accountable to the highest possible standard to make sure that you get this shit done. Unquestionably. But here are the 5 key things that you'll start with. You do a weighted workout every single day. Yeah, you heard me. Every single day. And fuck off with your overtraining. Fuck off with your, it's too much. You'll get injured. You'll get hurt. No. Most people have never worked hard enough in their life to even come close to overtraining. You'll be fine. We are built to work. We are built to do things. And if it takes 45 minutes out of your day, for weights and then 45 minutes out of your day for a weighted walk, yeah, you're not going to overtrain. You'll be fine. But if you're worried about that and you want to control the volume and you want to get that perfectly dialed in, again, join my group. But I'm giving you the answers for free. It's whether you're willing to go in and do it. So we do 45 minutes of a weighted workout. Whatever style you want. I have preferences. I like hypertrophy. I like strength. I like those kinds of things over anything else. And we start with those things. Then you do a 45-minute weighted walk. And I get the questions and I'm like, what kind of weight should I use? Should I use a weight vest? Should I use backpack? Should I use rucking? Should I use dumbbells? Doesn't fucking matter. Whatever will get you started. As we just discussed, it's just about getting in and doing something. So whatever will get you started is the answer. Whatever will get you in to actually do the work. Doesn't matter after that. Doesn't fucking matter after that. Whatever will get you to start. I personally alternate between a weight vest and like a rucking backpack. But you can start with a kettlebell or a dumbbell and just carry it in your hands. Or you could use two. Or, you could use an odd object if you want to fuck around. That's intense. It's great, but it's intense as shit. Or, get just a generic backpack from like Kmart or Big W. Chuck some books in it or a couple of jugs of water or whatever. Something. Get weight. Move it. Move your body. Set a timer for 22.5 minutes and go as far as you fucking possibly can in 22.5 minutes. This isn't a casual stroll. We are fucking going. And then make sure you come back the same distance so you maintain your pace. There's a mindset thing in there. There's a reason for it. It's part of doing the work is the ability to consistently manage your output, that you are pushing. And I have clients who fuck around with this and struggle with it, and they're like, oh, well, I'll choose the path so it's easier coming back, and I don't want to push myself too hard on the way out so that I don't have to come back too hard. No, you're missing the fucking point. The whole point is to test yourself every time, to go out harder every time, to push further every time. It should be hard coming back. You should be fatigued. You should be trying to work out if you're going to make it back and find another gear, because that's where the mental toughness comes in. When you go, I don't know if I can, and you dig in deep and you find another gear and you keep pushing forward. That's where you get the mental benefits, as well as, all the benefits of your aerobic capacity will go up, your cardiovascular health will go up, your strength will go up, your endurance will go up, and then. All the benefits of rucking or weighted carries. If you don't know what they are, look up go to Go Ruck and look up, they've got white papers on it that cover the immense benefits of rucking, which is essentially a weighted carry for a long distance. It'll be fucking fantastic. All right, so you do that. And once you get used to it, once you've progressed to a point, then you can start varying the load. Usually after the first 126 days. So now I vary the load depending on how my workout's going to look. So I do some where I take my children. I'm over 400 days into this. Now I get the chance to play with it. Now I get to add in variances. Now I get to see where it is. But I take my kids. My kids are 3 and 4. Clearly, they're not going at an absolute cranking pace. I have to chuck my son on his bike so that he can keep up. But usually we only get about 3.5 Ks when I do that. So I crank up the weight then. Usually I'm at the 30 kilo plus mark when I do it with my kids. When I have deload days, I'll go down as low as 10 kilos, but I have to make sure that I get further. So the weight gets easier, but the distance gets harder. The pace that I go gets harder. And then my regular ones are about the 20 to 25 kilo mark, that's when I'm going for both. I'm going for as far as possible with as much weight as possible. They're the ones. And then occasionally I have test days where I'm going to push myself even further. where I'm going to see what's my absolute upper maximum capacity. And that's when I get as heavy a weight as I can, and I go as far as possible, as fast as possible. Can't do that all the time, but the test days, I just want to see. I want to see how far I'm good, how far I can take it. And that's the point. And there are, as you get into the heavier weights, there are other things that come into play. Like, it's going to fucking kill your traps. Your shoulders are going to be fucked. Which is why I like to alternate between the weight vest and the backpack, because it takes some of that pressure off. I have good quality weight vests so that they handle it pretty well. They've got wide pads across here so that it puts the pressure across my shoulders. And then it's also really tight around my waist, so it does that. But it fucking canes your shoulders. So we do other options on that to find different ways around that. So there you have that. And then we go into things like nutrition. So for nutrition, I believe in an animal-based eating. Why? Because it's simple as fuck. Especially if you're a man, a red-blooded man, it fits well into that. So what that means is you eat meat, eggs, fruit. That's pretty much it. Sweet potato occasionally. That's it. Why? It's simple as fuck. It's going to make sure you get massive fucking amounts of protein. It's going to reduce down your processed carbs, because they won't exist, because you're not eating into those foods. So there's no processed carbs. It'll deal with most of your cravings, because you'll be eating so much food that you'll be full all the time, but you're getting huge amounts of proteins, you're getting good quality fats in. It's simple. The weight fucking falls off. And overall, I find it relatively easy to maintain. Because who doesn't love meat? Who doesn't love eating steaks and things like that? That's the kind of things that we get into. The how, the specifics, how much meat. Again, you want the how? Let me map it out for you. Let me give you the exact blueprint. Join Demanding Greatness and let's fucking start that. But otherwise, that's a pretty good blueprint. Even if you don't get the specifics, if you just do that, I've seen people lose 10 kilos in 6 weeks just by going to meat and fruit, because they cut out all the fucking shit. And at the end of the day, that's what most people need. But you then don't have to overthink it. You don't need to weigh it out. You don't need to figure out your macros. You don't need to go, can I eat this? Should I eat this? Is this going to fit into my macro? No, you just fucking eat. If it's meat, eggs, or fruit, just eat it. As much as you want. Go fucking nuts. Simple. It's not necessarily easy all the time, but it's simple. And yeah, you can do it when you go out. Order a fucking steak when you go out. Drink water. It's that simple. Next one. And it always baffles me that I need to explain this to people. Drink 4 liters of water a day. Oh, that seems like a lot of water. Yeah, most of you aren't drinking enough water. Drink 4 liters of water. It's really simple. It'll flush everything out. It helps clear it out. You'll get nicer skin. You'll get more energy. Detoxes you. It cleanses you. You'll feel better. You'll look better. Just do it. Cut out all the other stuff. Later on, we can talk about adding in, sugar-frees and those kinds of things. But at the moment, we're just trying to get disciplined as fuck. At the moment, we're just trying to get you to fucking break the patterns. And this is where people fall down. They're like, what about this? What about that? Can I do this? Should I add this? No. The answer is fucking no. If you want to be a delicate snowflake and you want to find a really gentle program and where you can have all your niceties and all that kind of stuff, but it won't actually fucking deliver the results, there are plenty of them out there. There are plenty of trainers out there who are going to hold your hand and tell you that it's going to be all right. And yeah, you can have all the things, you can have your cake and eat it too. But this is bigger than just dropping a few kilos. This is about becoming the best version of yourself. This is about demanding greatness of yourself so that you can become a better man. It's about building discipline and grit and fortitude and all that kind of stuff. We can talk about that other stuff once you've built that habit, once you become that fucking man. Then we can talk about the other things Then we can talk about, well, what about off days and stuff like that? No, you need to get in and fucking build some discipline. You need to break all those habits. You know, you didn't gain that 30 kilos overnight. You're not going to lose it overnight. We need to build some really hard and fast rules that make it really simple to follow. So you don't need to play in the gray zones. Is it water? Yes, no. That's it. Is it meat, fruit, or eggs? Yes, no. That's it. It's simple as fuck. Most people try and overcomplicate things. Most people want to add in all these things so that it's complex and it feels, I don't know, more special, more deliberate. I don't fucking know what the reason is, but it doesn't need to be complex. It can be really straightforward, and then you just show up with consistency and effort. And the last thing, which people often think doesn't really matter, but it does, it makes a huge difference, is take a daily photo. And the reasoning for this is, well, you need to face the man in the mirror every single day. Now, I'm sure if you're going into something like this, at best, you don't like who you see in the mirror. At fucking best, you don't like who you see in the mirror. Most likely, you fucking hate who you see in your mirror. You're disgusted by him. That was me. That's what forced me here. That's what forced me to change, because I hated the man in the mirror. I was absolutely disgusted by him. So I had to change. I had to do something different. I had to be someone different. So I changed. But you gotta hate the man in the mirror. As we discussed the other day. If there isn't enough pain, you will not change. It's just fundamentally how it is. So facing the man in the mirror forces you to come face to face with the previous choices that you've made, and to recognize that you need to keep making those right choices every single day. As I said, it's simple as fuck. I've just given you the blueprint. If you want the exact mapped out version, join me. Let me take care of it all for you. I'll hold you accountable. I will make sure that you reach those standards. I will make sure you fucking do the work. But what kind of results can you get? Well, it depends on how much fucking effort you give. I know what's possible when people do the work, but how quickly and how well depends on how much effort you got. I had one guy lose 20 kilos in 6 weeks. That man went fucking balls to the wall. That man worked. He did all of it. He followed it to the letter. Never, can I try this? Can I do? No, just in, doing the work. No questions asked. Results are down to you. Results are down to you. That's how you make a change in your life. So, that's how you get started. You just fucking start. You just get stuck in and you do the work. And then you figure it out from there. So if you're ready to do that, if you're ready to actually get stuck in, if you're ready to actually do the work and see who you can be on the other side, let's get you into demanding greatness. If you're not ready to get held accountable, get pushed, and to demand greatness of yourself in every aspect of this, that's fine. But just start. Just start. Just pick these things, find something to do, and get started. Because that, my friend, is where the results start. That, my friend, is how we begin this process. You've just got to start, though. Because nothing changes if nothing changes. So, either pony up, let me hold you accountable, let me map it out completely for you, let me deliver absolutely everything that you could possibly need, or do it on your own. Fucking start. But nothing changes if nothing changes. But it takes that first step, that first moment, that first decision. Now it's on you. Are you ready for that? That's all I have for you. Until next time.